Hello, gorgeous soul. Just before I take you to your 2021 astrology, I thought I'd introduce you to a new member of the family, Sir Barnabas Bear, who is one of the great things of 2020 to come along. I mean, Kiki, yeah, I don't know if she's so keen, but yeah. So we got two babies now. Anyway, here's your 2021 astrology. Yeah, baby, it's no longer 2020. And on top of that, we have some serious, magical, extraordinary energy coming in. Of course, no doubt you've heard about the grand conjunction on the 21st of December. Well, that energy is affecting all of us. It's a time of liberation. It's a time of transformation. We have Saturn in Aquarius in an air sign for the first time in a long, long time. And Saturn is saying, freedom, but with responsibility. Do the work and I'll give you a reward. We are all responsible for what happens to the world now. And Jupiter goes, if you do the work, I'm going to give you a massive reward. It has far-reaching consequences. The only kind of, well, the quite intense, challenging aspect is Saturn square Uranus this year, which is probably cause a lot of chaos at the beginning of the year from February, and will also cause a lot of financial and structural changes in the world and a power struggle as the old world order is breaking down and we're moving into a brand new world which hopefully will be more equal, egalitarian, and about freedom for all of us. It's amazing. So I'm going to walk you through some of the incredible highlights for you in 2021, and I'm not doing it in vision. I thought, as you know, we haven't traveled for a while, I thought I would deliver it to you with the wonderful visuals from my wonderful wife Kathy. It was the best thing to happen to me in 2020, getting married to my Kathy. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Powerful stuff. Get ready for opportunity. Here's your yearly astrology. Oh my goodness, Pisces. Wow. This is going to be an astonishing year for you because you've got your ancient ruler, Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, spirituality, growth, adventure, in your sign at some point this year. And it was your ancient ruler. It was the one that ruled you before Neptune. And you've got Neptune in your sign. So, you know, this could be one of the most significant years of your life. It's unbelievably packed with potential and wonder and magic. But of course, you've got to do the work. You've got to kind of dig in and do the work because you're at the end of a cycle when you're about to have a new beginning, but you've got to tie up the loose ends. You cannot stray from your path now. Be particularly cautious of doing anything that's shady or shadowy or, you know, like no lying whatsoever this year, no matter what. You must not lie. I would advise against it anyway. And also, don't give in to addictions, fantasies, or illusions. If you can steer away from those paths, you'll be fine. You really are like Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz. You're off down the yellow brick road. Do not go to that was it a poppy field? I don't know. You know, the field where she did something and she fell asleep. Avoid all that. You've got to go directly towards a reawakening of your power, of your magic, and of your possibility. Oh, it's wonderful, darling. Anyway, you might find that you're a little bit unclear about what's going on at the first half of this year, but if you believe in your magic, and I truly mean this, if you know that you're a magical being and that the world is full of mystery and magic, you can find some extraordinary coincidences and strange, wonderful experiences heading towards you. We have Mercury conjunct Jupiter in your place of mystery and magic, and then we have on the 11th of January, and then on the 29th we have the Sun conjunct Jupiter in your magic and mystery tour. What does that mean? It means you'll be having profound conversations and deep divine insight. Trust your intuition, but again, keep yourself grounded in it. Don't get paranoid or oversensitive. If you keep your intuition pure, oh my goodness, you can sense the direction you need to go in. And actually there should be some conversations connected to the past, quite a lot in January, and also perhaps a lie is being revealed, or a secret that has been hidden suddenly opens up for you, and you find something out that's valuable for your journey. Now, when Venus is joining forces with Jupiter, there's the opposite opportunity to have such profound, deep emotional experiences with people that is bordering, if not is, kind of spiritual. It feels on a deeper level. You merge with other people, you sense them, you have this empathy, you have this compassion, you have this psychic link with people in general, actually, and obviously the people that are super important to you even more. And also, you're very much a healer, and you're very much a sage and a wise one. So you may find yourself having insight into what's going on in other people's lives. If you fancy yourself, if you are a psychic, or you fancy any spiritual vocation or yoga or anything, even vaguely on those levels, you should do very, very well. You're opening up to your own divine wisdom. Amazing. Anyway, in February, the sun enters your sign on the 18th, and then Venus, the planet of love, enters your sign on the 25th, and then you are like a love magnet. You are radiating wonder and magic, and you're also a beacon for abundance. And anything that you do, you're doing it from a strong space of pure love within your being, and that in itself is magic. There's a full moon in Virgo on February the 27th, and that's in your relationship zone. There may be a peak experience connected to you suddenly having a psychic revelation or an intuition about what will bring more harmony into your life. There may be a sudden understanding about how you relate to other people and what you need to do to bring balance into all your important relationships. With Mercury conjunct Jupiter on the 5th, again, expect some strange twist of fate, some experience bordering on the supernatural, or kind of there's just some, I can't even explain it. It's almost like you're in a different reality where magic exists, and there may be a conversation that is super important. Trust your intuition. That is a big theme for you. Now, the sun is conjunct Neptune, your ruler, on March the 11th. Again, you're feeling fully yourself. You're open. You're experiencing things which are unusual, but you're empowered, and you have the skills to manifest your destiny around that time. Again, it's important what you believe. Now, with the new moon in Pisces on March the 13th, that is a time which is it falls very close to a Pisces stellium. The energy is so Pisces in the air that you have triple the magic of usual, and also it is a portal into a dimension where you can dump your crap. Do the work just before that new moon and go, what do I need to leave behind? What do I need to surrender so that I can step through into my true power with this new moon in my sign? Because the new moon is your very own astrological new year. It's a time where you reinvent yourself. You can step into your power, and then, if that wasn't enough, Mercury's going into Pisces. Mercury is conjunct Neptune in Pisces, and then the big news on May the 13th, Jupiter enters Pisces. I mean, this is your year. When Jupiter enters your sign from May the 13th to July the 28th, it's so important to be conscious and take advantage of that energy. Astrology isn't fatalistic. Astrology isn't like, oh, this is going to happen. The point of knowing what's going to happen and where the energy is so that you can use it, so that you know that this is the perfect time for you to do certain things. And it's time to stretch, to grow, to be adventurous, to believe in your good fortune, to believe in opportunity, and open your heart to an experience where you can see what you are capable of and what you can create. Now, there's a full super moon with a lunar eclipse on the 26th, and that's in your career zone. You might be around that time thinking, oh, I don't know what I want to do, or am I on the right path career-wise? Who am I? And even if you're not if you're retired or something, it's about who you are in the world and how you want to push ahead. And as I say, with an eclipse, immediately we don't know what's going on, and then everything is revealed. So, and by December, you'll have a very clear idea what your new path is when it comes to your career or your reputation. Mars is trine Neptune on the 31st of May. That is a time of great lust for life, a great time. You have the courage, the conviction, and the power to push ahead when it comes to your creative ideals and your happiness and your joy. And you, just by doing that, it's like joyful experiences should come towards you in June. Venus is also going into that space on June the 2nd. Wonderful. It's, you're feeling the love, you're feeling the excitement, you're dripping with inspiration and excited, and hopefully you have good connections. Particularly if you've got kids, it's a great time to bond with your kids. It's a great time for you to go on a creative journey. It's a great time for you to just feel peace and happiness in your heart. And Venus is trine Jupiter on the 3rd. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. That's incredible. You're stretching your joy. You're experiencing levels of bliss potentially, or you're knowing how to stretch yourself to find happiness. I know happiness is an elusive beast, but there are moments in our life that are filled with joy, even if it's just for a moment, and you will be getting dollops of that this year. Yeah, baby. I'm loving Venus trine Jupiter, 3rd of June. Then there is a new moon annual solar eclipse. Now, solar eclipses are quite tricky because, the light goes out and we don't know where we are. We can't see what's going on, and that's in your home and family zone. So there's going to be some changes connected to your home and family. And initially you might be like, oh, I don't know if I like this. But then it's a new start, a new beginning. Jupiter goes retrograde in your sign on June the 21st, but it could bring some positive experience from the past, a positive connection, an opportunity you missed, or an opportunity that you can take further. So that's got to be good news. The sun is trine Jupiter in your pleasure zone, and Jupiter's really put your effort into making miracles and magic happen between May the 31st and July the 28th, because there is such good astrology for you. Amazing. There is a lot of retrograde energy. Neptune, in fact, is going retrograde in June the 25th. There's a lot. Jupiter's retrograde, so the past is featuring, but I would say in a positive way. So if there's any situation in the past that you want to revive, that might be the month to do it. And also as we go into July. And also great stuff around relationships as well for you in July. All of your close people, there should be more harmony in those relationships if you put the work in. And you're super excitable and you're super optimistic, and you hopefully, all of your fears and sensitivities that you were plagued by in 2020, you're seeing hope and possibility in 2021. I mean, as I talked about in the intro, there is a Saturn square to Uranus, which creates a lot of unexpected, strange things to be happening in the external world. But I'm looking at your highlights, so let's not worry about that. What else is going on here? Yeah, July and August, very good for all of your relationships and to find that Zen quality within. Now, Mercury is opposing Neptune. You could have, it could be, a little challenging to sort out what's going on in your relationships around August the 25th. And all the outer planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are retrograde. There is, you feel like you're being dragged back into the past in some way, but you can use it and take it for your advantage. The new moon in Virgo on September the 7th is a chance for you to have a whole brand new start when it comes to your sense of harmony and relationships, and you're doing the work, you're doing the work. Let go of past patterns, let go of things that create tension and stress in your life, and trust that, make a commitment to yourself that you're stepping into the next phase committed to having a peaceful existence, which is incredibly important for Pisces. You do not like the stress and the tension or disharmony because you are such a sensitive, wonderful, amazing soul. Venus is also trine Neptune, more deep spiritual connections. You might find yourself connected to a group of people, a person, an idea, or going on a journey overseas could come into being. Jupiter is, as I say, leaving your sign and going back into Aquarius at the end of July. And Jupiter goes direct in Aquarius on October the 18th. More magic is coming in October. What else? The full moon and partial lunar eclipse on November the 19th is making you focus on the way that you communicate. There may be some hidden information and you don't have all the facts. So wait a couple of weeks to make any major decisions, I would say. But use your intuition, so important. And Neptune goes direct on the 1st of December. But remember, when Neptune goes retrograde, it's a time where you can be really practical, get things done and achieve your dreams. So it's a very useful time for you. You may not feel quite yourself, but you are all about the action and getting things done. The new supermoon in Sagittarius and a total solar eclipse, very full on December the 4th, is connected to your career and reputation again. So it's like this, you know, you should have a revelation about where you're going, where you want to put your energy, who you are in the world. But as I said before, a total solar eclipse can make us doubt ourselves in the minute or feel worried, and then whoosh, the light comes in. Finally, on December the 29th, Jupiter re-enters Pisces. Yeah, that's when the good fortune is coming in again. You've got to work with it. What I always say about Jupiter is if you don't work with it, it will expand things. So it can also make one put on weight, or, you know, like if your energy becomes blocked. I'm not talking about, I mean, you know, as we know, I am a abundant and voluptuous woman, and I'm not talking about putting on weight as necessarily being a bad thing. For some people it might be a good thing, but if it's not healthy for you, then be aware of that, because Jupiter stretches everything. So whatever you're not putting your focus on or putting your focus on, so it's your choice. Put your focus into something fabulous this year and you will be rewarded. I'm so happy for you. It's going to be an extraordinary year, magical year, a strange year with all sorts of sort of almost unbelievable things happen, and you're like, wow, is that possible? Can this be true? And remember, magic exists and magic is alive within you this year. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon.
MicheleKnight.com. I was a client of Michele Knight, so I knew all of the psychics and they'd read for me.
It's such a innovative and really useful organisation to have at your fingertips.
There are a lot of people who, they have an idea of what a psychic reading is, they have an idea of, you know, what a psychic should and shouldn't do, and a lot of it is from centuries gone by, you know, the carnival sideshow, and Michele really has brought psychics into the modern world.
Michele Knight is a wonderful organisation to work for. It's a unique family, and that is readers, the customer service operators.
I know if I wanted to choose a reading, I know I wouldn't go to another company.
The ethics, the standard, the professionalism that we keep really is second to none.
To be honest, I've never really looked at another reader service because I don't think I need to.
When I finally got a job, I pray that I will do well with all the tests that we go through. I was absolutely delighted.
Well, the process of being employed with Michele Knight wasn't an easy one, which always makes it more rewarding when you do actually pass the 4 test readings that you have to go through before you're accepted.
The interview process is actually reading for other people, reading for some of Michelle's staff as well. It's actually, you know, what they're looking for, specifics, so surname, relatives, their names. They're looking for what happened 2 or 3 years ago in detail.
To be sitting at home and then the phone rings and this beautiful distinctive voice, it's Michele Knight here, I'm ringing you for my test reading, is on the other end of the line, is scary. She really wants to know that her clients are getting validations.
You get a sense that everybody running it is on the ball.
The flexibility we get as readers, well, it's just great.
I do love the freedom of when I can work and when I can have a break.
Michele Knight family are amazing, really flexible, very supportive. It's like working for no other.
It's authentic, that's a big thing, it's authentic. She genuinely cares about her readers and about the people that we read for, so it's inclusive.
I love working for MicheleKnight.com. They're great people, it's a great energy there.
She really cares about her readers getting the best, and she really cares about the clients coming and walking away, you know, and feeling like they got what they came for.
Working with Michele Knight, I know that I've got professional backup and I know that the clients are looked after very well as well.
Michelle's very involved with her readers personally. If you need information, you need anything from her, she will reply personally.
I just love being part of a unique team, one of the most unique companies that I've ever come across.